Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and I would like to share with you another spectacular attacking game played by Henry Blackburne, nicknamed the Black Death, who dominated British chess during the latter part of the 19th century. The name of his opponent is unknown, and the game was played in 1871 in Norwich, which is a city in England. White started with e4 and e5 by Blackburne, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5. We see the Italian game, white castles kingside, knight f6, d3, d6, h3, preventing any bishop g4 moves, knight e7. Black is going to bring the knight on g6 square from where it can jump on f4 square, bishop g5, c6, allowing bishop takes f6, but of course this can't cause black any problems, and bishop e3, of course not a good idea. First play bishop g5 and then bishop e3. Of course white is losing a precious time. Bishop b6, knight c3, knight g6, queen d2, bishop e6, bishop b3. We can see that both players are rejecting to capture on e3 and on e6 and are not allowing their opponent to open up the f-file. Black castles kingside, rook d1, queen d7. Now the bishop is eyeballing on h3 square and knight h2, and here Blackburne already went for this bishop takes h3 sacrifice. By capturing on h3, Blackburne is getting 2 pawns against a piece and at the same time is weakening white's kingside. Bishop takes b6, but instead of recapturing, we first see bishop takes g2, and after king takes g2, first the knight jumps on f4 square with a check, and only then a takes b6. f3, a very passive move. It was better to play knight e2 and try to get rid of this powerful knight on f4 square. Instead we see f3. Now comes knight h5. Already there is a threat of knight g3 check, forking the king and the rook, and rook f2, a very passive approach by white. It was better to play rook g1, both prevent any knight g3 moves and at the same time of course take under control the g file. Of course this is a more active move. Instead we see rook f2, knight g3 check, king g1 and queen h3. Already black is creating serious threat. Overlooking Blackburne's next threat, d4 was played, but it turns out that already after queen h3 there is only one move which can save white's life, and that move is rook g2. Of course now black is not forced to capture on g2 and exchange the queens. Instead, after rook g2 black can play for example h5 and then h4 and proceed with the attack. Instead, after queen h3 we see d4, and now you can pause the video and try to find Blackburne's next moves. Actually there is a mate in 2. Ready? In this position, Henry Blackburne went for a mind-blowing queen sacrifice on g2 square, and after rook takes g2, here comes the knight, and believe it or not, but white king is getting checkmated. Look at this position. These dark knights are simply killing the enemy king with the help of white pieces. Only the Black Death was capable of such a mate. Look at this. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave your comments. I hope that you enjoyed this final mating combination. Good luck.